I am so excited to introduce you to the Spring 2023 Virtual Showcase speakers from the Big Talk Academy. Each one of these speakers went through the 12-week certification program, which culminated in the Virtual Showcase. I look forward to hearing what you think about their big talks. Enjoy. Helps people break free from past failures, fear, and doubt so that they can live their full potential and life their heart wants them to lead. She is a full-time nomad, writing, speaking, teaching leaders and influencers how to move past their self-imposed limitations. Please welcome to the stage Jenny Lincoln with Freedom from Your Mind, Human Software Upgrades, Create Freedom, Expansion, and Open Us to Love.
Meet Bella. She's a gentle soul, but unfortunately, she has to wear a muzzle. When Bella was a puppy, she was viciously attacked. Since then, she gets aggressive whenever she feels defensive. Her early experiences have programmed her this way. We all know that technology is only as good as its programming. This holds true for our own human technology and the software programs of our minds. How many times have you gone to a new experience and had these stumbled over these invisible tripwires and feel shackled by the unseen handcuffs of resistance? Sorry. Wow. Okay. So I think what we're experiencing right here is what I'm absolutely talking about. So let's go back to the cue of the problem is, just like Bella, our actions and reactions are often dictated by early versions of ourselves. Our 6, 9, and 14-year-old selves are often running the show, and we don't even realize it. How scary is that? How many times have you started a new experience only to stumble and trip over the invisible tripwires and to feel shackled by the unseen handcuffs of resistance? Something as simple as leaving suds in the sink after washing the dishes can trigger self-sabotage. I have these vivid memories of my father dragging me from my bed and thrusting my head into the sink. He would say to me, "Jenny, get it right first time." And so the prospect of not getting it right has plagued me for decades. Everything happens for a reason. Life happens to you, life happens for you, not to you. In 9 years of house sitting and being nomadic, I have never had to look after a muzzled dog until I started at the Big Talk Academy, where I was learning to find my voice and to step through my fears. My time with Bella created a reflection experience where I started to see where my mind was muzzling me. I didn't realise that I was being distracted and being kept small. Then the penny dropped. I was sending myself to my room. I was locking myself away with other people's work. Why was I doing this? As a child, I was sent to my room a lot for challenging my parents, for speaking up and out, for not conforming, and just generally wanting to be different. I imagine that's familiar for a lot of people. Clearly, there are still very strong remnants of these reactionary programs, and they are working very effectively to slam on the brakes when I'm hopping onto the big stage. It's happening right here, right now, before you. So how do we move forward? How do we upgrade the software programs of our minds so we don't have to go through these situations time and time again? Imagine if your mind was like your phone. You could open up the settings page and you could choose which downloads that you want to select. New emotions, better at public speaking, all sorts of bug fixes, because we have a lot of those because of our human messiness. Imagine, what if everything in your life was happening to you, for you, and it was all feedback? Imagine tapping into your own customized feedback system with personalized notifications. Yes, those triggers and activations are designed specifically for you, not the person next to you. In fact, these triggers are here to show us and highlight all those invisible tripwires. They are here to show us exactly where we need to upgrade our programs. So let's see this in action. Bella, her trigger was her aggressive behaviour. This reactionary program was in desperate need of an upgrade, but instead her behaviour was judged as bad. She had to wear a muzzle and her owners avoided any confrontation. Bella needed an upgrade. That upgrade came from me spending time with her and showing her how to have a response, not based in fear, but one from love and calm. So the time I spent with her, we confronted every single dog. I asked her to sit down quietly, 1 metre from every puppy, from every aggressive dog. I knelt beside her. I held love in my heart. I put my hand on top of her neck and I whispered quietly to her that everything was okay and that she was safe. This was her upgrade. It was a twice daily occasion. Remember that practice makes permanent. Okay, so the thing I want to draw your attention to is that as humans, we employ the same tactics time and time and time again. We judge, we muzzle, we avoid. There is no opportunity for upgrades when we avoid. Let's pause for a moment of truth. Every day, you have opportunities to upgrade the software of your mind. Do you lean into it like a good yoga pose? Or are you erring towards avoidance? It's always easier to lean into something when you are supported. And we have that support. We have what I call HumNav, this sophisticated human navigational technology, and it's operating right now inside of you. It gives you your own customized feedback system that points exactly to where you need to run your program updates. How amazing is that? So let's do this together. Let's be like Bella. Let's choose freedom, calm, and our authentic selves. Let's get upgraded. Thank you.
Jenny, amazing, amazing. I'm just making my final note. Give me a moment. All right. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. Let's talk about how you handled that.
Oh.
You handled that so beautifully. I applaud you. I applaud you. It took you a minute to drop in based on tech stuff, and that happens to everyone. And you did such a great job of letting go of your fear and really, really dropping into the content. When you had the first thought, loss of thought, and you apologized, you started to get down on yourself, and we watched you do that. No need to ever apologize, because we don't know you're lost in thought. We don't know what's going on inside of your head. In the future, take a breath, drop your focus, come back up when you know what you're going to talk about. Bella's muzzle and your muzzle, all of that was so powerful, really, really powerful. Now, the second time you lost your place, you waited, and then you fully embraced what was happening. And that was so incredible to watch, because you literally became what you were talking about, and you called it out, and you made fun of yourself, and it was charming, and it was endearing, and it was incredible to watch you go through the process in front of us and not quit. And not the second time, you just was like, this is how it is, everybody. This is what's going on. I'm going to bring it into my talk. You're going to watch me do it in front of you in real time. You became so vulnerable and so powerful in that moment. It was wonderful. It was wonderful. It was really, really special. And I've got in my note, you called out your own software upgrade in real time, right? Now, I've seen speakers do this before, and speakers who talk about what it means to be present. And when they're not present, when something's really happening, they're inauthentic. So the fact that you called out your own in real-time software upgrade with us was really, really good. Really, really good. I also made an executive decision during your talk and asked Lauren to take your slide down, because I wanted to see all of you on that screen, and I was only able to see you on half and the slide on the other. And she generously allowed me to make an adjustment while you were talking. When you have the opportunity to speak virtually and the slide isn't doing anything for storytelling, we don't need your name and the title of your slide up the whole time in a Zoom call. If you're on a big stage and it's behind you, fine. But I had her pull it because I wanted to connect you. I wanted to see you the entire time at the end. When you talk about Bella and the love in your heart, and that you shared everything is okay, and that she was safe, and that this was her upgrade, it was so incredible. It was so beautiful, because we can all relate to that. Judge, muzzle, avoid. It's possible for us to upgrade when we do that to ourselves. That was a really good takeaway. I'm thinking about it now. And then the freedom to call, the freedom and the calm of being an authentic self is what you demonstrated today. You stayed calm. You gave yourself permission to keep going, and you were authentic. You really fully embodied what it is you're teaching, and I'm really proud of you. Beautiful work. You're welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in to the virtual showcase speakers of the 2023 spring cohort. I would love to hear what you think about each of their talks. And if you desire to speak on my big stage, head on over to thebigtalkacademy.com and register today. Remember, your voice matters. Big love. Mwah.